a tit for tat back and forth. And if you go to court for every little cut, the attorneys are just going to bleed you dry. So you have to learn as a father, you have to learn to basically get a yearly day planner, and you have to basically every day dictate all the drama, or write down all the drama that happens that day. If it goes cool. What that allows you to do as a parent, it keeps you in check as a father, making sure that you show up to your visits on time or drop offs on time, as well as making sure that you're educated and everything, is cool. But you're also keeping track of the drama that she puts up, such as sending CPS to the schools, accusing you of this, trying to take you to court for bogus restraining orders and all the stuff that hyper toxic women do. And I'm not saying that all women are as toxic as mine, because there is a spectrum. And some women are able to learn, some parents are able to learn quicker than others. But for those of us that have highly toxic women that do not want to get counseling, that just want to keep the game up until they're 18, this is the best way to do it as far as getting custody of your kids, and saving yourself from a death by 1,000 cuts.
So you said something that I hear a lot of guys say, that they go through when dealing with the courts, typically only with child support court, and that's documentation. Like, how effective is that really? Because over the years, I've always saw guys still have hurdles, even with proper documentation, whether it be receipts, whether it be video recordings to show proof, of activity with your child, a safe environment. So how effective is the documentation? How important is that when pleading your case?
Well, it's a double-edged sword. So one, a lot of fathers you're going to hear complain what you said on the child support side as far as keeping receipts. Depending on what state you live in, child support can only be dictated by the state. So if you try to give her child support, and as far as an agreement outside of the court and establishing paternity, so if you're not married, you have to go to court and establish paternity, whether you're on the birth certificate or not. So you might as well not give her anything, because the courts are going to determine. If you are going to grease the gears and make it smoother, you can make an agreement with her. And then if she's cool with it, have that agreement be agreed upon in the family, counseling session if you even have to make it a trial, because you may be able to litigate it before it has to go to trial. So there doesn't have to be any drama. You just go to court, establish paternity. You already have your agreement. If she's cool and you're cool, then boom, it's all done. There's no drama. Really, no money has to be expended. But if she's toxic and she wants your money, in some states, a money order is not child support. So they'll look at it as a gift. So those receipts are going to be null and void. So what you want to do is file for paternity. Make sure that whether you're on the birth certificate or not, get your blood work done or whatever, establish paternity legally, and then on that day is when you'll start your child support agreement, depending on her income, your income, and as far as normalcy, who can bring normalcy for the children.
And that's typically based on the mental capacity and the relationship you have with the mother, because I'm not going to lie, man, I've seen some very unfair mothers out there, and this is no bash to the mothers out there. All I'm saying is, when you see these men fight for their children, just from what I personally witnessed myself, I have a good brother of mine that's out there. He know who he is, from Chicago. And I saw this man go through some real struggles as a father. I don't know what the relationship was with the mother personally behind closed doors. I can't speak to that. I don't know. But the way I saw him fight for his children, at least let me know, if from the outside looking in at his character, to see that, hey man, this man has to be a good father. He has to be a good human being, because the children want to go with him too. And so, does that even play into the court's decision, what the children want?
Again, it's a double-edged sword, because kids can be manipulated. So that's why judges won't listen to children. At least here in Arizona, they won't listen to a child until they're 16 when it comes to what they want as far as their decision-making or who they want to be with or spend time with, this, that, or the other. When they're minors, it's really easy, especially for women, to manipulate through nurturing, because children don't like disciplinary, issues. So when you're dealing with a father who has a heavy hand as far as disciplinary and is like, look,